Okay, welcome everyone, and thank you for coming, spending a little time with me today to learn about the Method 25 8-week nutrition program. I want to first just acknowledge that everyone's coming from different places and spaces, and walks of life and ages and stages, but we're all looking for good, optimal long-term health, right? So maybe you're here because you've tried a program before. Maybe you're here because you've struggled with consistency around nutrition. Or maybe you're just looking for something that feels sustainable and not extreme. You're in the right place if any of those things resonated with you, for sure. Today, I'm just going to share with you about what the Method 25 program is, how it works, and why it's different so you can decide if it's the right fit for you. So, what is the Method 25? Big picture here. It's a nutrition program specifically for sustainability. So, it starts where real change happens. 3 places: your kitchen, your grocery store, and your weekly routine. And this is not, to be clear, a reset or a detox or a short-term fix. Maybe we've all tried those things before and maybe we've gotten results, but not long-term. Something always comes back, either the belly fat or the weight or the choices you make or the things that creep in. So this is about learning skills that you can repeat over and over again to feel good. So why does this program work? Well, first off, foremost, to join the program, you have to have a kitchen. So give me a thumbs up if you've got a kitchen. And for those of you in your car or on the go, I see several joining. That's great. But just give me a thumbs up so I know you have a kitchen. So if you have a kitchen, then that's the first most important access point. The second is, do you have a grocery store where you can buy produce and protein-rich foods? Most important, that's number 2. Great, check, check, love it. Okay, and do you have an hour sometime between Friday and Sunday to prepare? Because prepping is key. So there we go. We got some good thumbs up. I love that. That's great. So if you said yes to even one of those things, particularly if you said yes to 3, then you can absolutely get results from this program. There's no special foods we're looking at here. There's no complicated rules, and there's definitely no overwhelm. I believe in starting small, and I believe that we don't change everything at once. We simply start simple with a purpose. Where do we start? I'm going to give you a little bit of how the program works and how we work and build week to week. The first week, we start with 1 meal a day approach. It doesn't mean you're not eating 3 meals a day. You are and you can. But we are focusing specifically on you reaching nutrient density so that your food can be absorbed properly and you can get to metabolic health quickly through a 1 meal a day approach. So we start with just thinking about how can you gain confidence around knowing you have 1 meal a day that is giving you all the nutrients that you need. So that's where we start. I call this, you've probably heard this before, if you follow me on my newsletters or my blog post or even in some of the podcasts that I've been on, I call this the Queen Bee meal, and it's the one that serves you. It covers all your macronutrient goals, micronutrients as well, proteins, carbs, fat, and fiber, all of which we'll learn about in this program. So what does that give you? Energy. It gives you full and satisfied meal, and it gives you the ability to take the next steps to curb cravings and start regulating your metabolism and your hormones. So we're not just actually learning in this program or following something, we're actually doing. And the doing part comes in how we learn to prep efficiently, okay? How we learn to build energy in our body that can be sustainable, and how we can stop starting over. And one of the best ways to do that is through data. So this program is structured step-by-step guidance where each week we build on a theme. And in addition to that, the one-to-one work is through an app called Cronometer that I've used for a long time, 15 years now, with my private clients, and I use also in my small groups. Cronometer is an app that is real-time activity. I can set macronutrient goals for you. You can leave a note. I can leave a note back. It is your ability to track How and when you decide to use that in the 8 weeks is up to you. Sometimes people need a few weeks to just kind of lean into the program and get things going. Some people want to start right out of the gate and get going with that tracking. That app is there for you to use how you need to, when you need to, all 8 weeks. But it is designed so that I can see what you're doing in real time. The more you track, and can track for 5 to 10 days within this 8-week period, the better I can help you understand what your target should be. So that's where that personalization comes in. So accountability comes through the Cronometer app. Accountability comes through our weekly group calls, which are every single week for 8 weeks. And I require that everyone at least come to 4 of the 8. That is a requirement of the program. And if you can't do that, then we should find another date and time to have you start a different time. There are 2 small groups that I will be starting, a Friday noontime group and a Monday 6 p.m. group. So you can select which one works better for you. Friday noon, I find that most of the people here in the Method 25 are working, full-time working. You've got lives outside of this. So coming to that call at noon on Friday, I find is lunch break time. If that doesn't work for you, then maybe it's that Monday night 6 p.m. call. These calls are 30 minutes. They're designed to be 5 to 10 minutes of the theme for the week where we will talk, and then it's 20 minutes of you being able to ask questions. This part is key to engagement. You will gain so much traction and success with the small group format because you're going to hear, like you're going to maybe think, what, I didn't do that, or how do you do that? And then somebody else will say the same thing and you'll feel like you're not alone, right? So it's a great way to learn from other people. So who is the Method 25 for? It is for those who want results that can last, those who are tired of extremes, those who want to build confidence in the kitchen. This might be the only thing you want to do. Just build some confidence for yourself in your kitchen. You want it to fit your real life. You travel, you move around, you go places. You want things to take with you when you go. And you're ready to step in and start building practices that you know can be sustainable for long term. So if any of those resonated with you, then you're probably in the right place. Why would you want to join? Well, you want to join because doing nothing changes nothing, period. So if you feel like there's something you want to change with your nutrition, your consistency, your ability to work in your kitchen, your confidence, any of those kinds of things, you just want to feel better, any of those kinds of things, then change is now, right? You just start. That's what you do. You just start. So because you already know more than you think you know too, that's really important. You're smarter than you think. So the accountability part is key because even though you're smart, you might say you know the things, you might be following somebody or doing something or trying something, but is it really working? So accountability is having a coach that can kind of rein in on the things that your environment, your stressors, your real life application that we can apply here that can kind of let you level out the playing field of feeling like, oh, that's the next easy step, right? So part of it is that. Also, waiting for the right time can often get you really stuck. So don't wait for the right time. If it feels like if you're here for a reason. And that's important. And learning now means less stress around food later, more energy right now, more confidence, and skills you can learn for the rest of the year. I want you to take a second and just think back to your last month of your nutrition. What you've been doing, how you've been regulating. Do you feel spikes in your blood sugar? Do you feel lows? Do you not have energy? Do you feel like you can move sometimes but not other times? Do you feel like your nutrition and your fitness don't fit together? Do you feel a little overwhelmed? Are you sluggish? Are you tired? All those things. If any of those things come up, we use food as our main tool in the Method 25 to discover how you can gain energy back in those lows. And that's really important. And the last thing before inviting you, I just want to address one thing. whether you're on medication, whether you're trying a GLP-1, wherever you are in your practice of your health and what you're doing to advocate for yourself, those are things that I hope you'll disclose to me and I can help meet you in this program. And that's really important. I am a nutrition coach. I'm not a doctor. Whatever your doctor recommends and what you might be on is great, but let's work together with that. I really like understanding the whole person. My first assessment to you is going to be very specific. Tell me everything about you. That stays between you and I. Our group sessions that we have is specific to how are we eating, how are we feeling, what's really hard right now. There'll always be a goal question on those calls, so it's a little more open and structured, but also you should feel comfortable knowing that we're not going to be disclosing private information in those calls. That's between you and I. So, it's just also to make sure that there's a lot of things that people are taking, whether it's supplements, GLP-1s, weight loss drugs, vitamins, minerals, all those things. But what we're working on here is how can we find the best out of food in real time with whole food with a real coach. That's it. That's key. That's what we work on and we build in this 8 weeks, right? And what we hope and desire is that we get to a place at the end of those 8 weeks where you feel like you have some confidence, you have some traction, you kind of know you do know what to do next. And that maybe the benefit and the side benefit is that you just feel really good in your skin. You don't necessarily feel like you need to get on the scale because you feel good. Scale can be a messy place for some people. And so I'm really confident we use a number and we use a data point to start where you are, but we gain confidence in either gaining some weight, losing some weight, losing some weight around the belly, if that's your issue. We just hone in on that one-to-one place where you might be. And I want people to feel really comfortable in knowing they can step in here no matter what their background or where they're at, or what they're doing right now, that this is a place to match and execute your home nutrition with yourself and your goals for your new year. Okay, and so if you can cook one meal a day, if you can shop for groceries, and if you can prep for an hour, then you can do this program. It does take work. I'm not going to tell you right now that this is the easiest thing out there. It's some work. It's some work on your part. I can't be there to cook your meal for you, but I can give you all the tools to help you get started. I can tell you exactly what meal I think you should start with. I can help you hone in on how we change that meal for you week to week, and I can help you build on that meal so that you can meet your nutrition goals based on your macronutrient goals, using the Chronometer app so that it's really specific for you. So let's open it up to some questions. I see that we have a few people on screen, so welcome. You are welcome to ask any questions, and anybody, I see some others who are here but just listening. So if you are listening and you want to ask a question, you can use the chat box. And if you want to come off and unmute yourself and say hello and ask any questions, please do so. This is the time to do that. I'll give you a second. Does anybody have any questions? Don't be shy. That's what I'm here for. Yep. Okay, great. I see a couple hands up. Faith, go ahead. Are you on? Wait, hold on. I can't hear you. Let's unmute you. Try that. Nope, I can't hear you. But I did hear you at the beginning, so... I'm trying to see if it's a setting thing for me, but it's not. Let's see. Where is your mute button? Maybe you can ask in the chat box since I can't. Let's see here. Can you see this chat message here? If I say hi, let's open up that chat box and just see. Can you see that? That says hi. Do we keep track of proteins, carbs, etc. on this program? Yes, we do. Great question. So the Cronometer app is designed when you join, which once you join the program, you will get by the first day of the start a link to join the Cronometer app. I am your coach. I'm the only one who sees all of your information, but I see your information in real time. So you'll go ahead and set up a profile, and then we'll start with a macronutrient goal for you based on, your age, your weight, your height, maybe some of the things you said in your assessment. And I'm able to set those for you to start. Once we start that and we see where we go, you'll track and you'll see your protein, your carbs, your fat, your fiber. In fact, this app is so awesome. It tracks all your micronutrient, vitamins, and mineral goals. It'll tell you how much B12 is in your food, how much vitamin A is in your food, how much vitamin C. Those things are vital to this program being successful. So when you track, all that data goes in and you get to see it all every day. I, as your coach, every day go in and check in 2-hour intervals in the day. So from 10 to 11 a.m. and then again from 5 to 6 p.m. Every day I check everybody's goals. I maybe can leave a note for you to say, Faith, this looks like a great breakfast, or John, this is awesome, or Liz, I think you're here, great job today, right? So I can leave you notes and messages, which is really great. You can also leave notes to me. So it works almost like we're texting back and forth, right? You will see and have goals. It's a really nice, interesting graph that you'll see every day. You'll have a protein goal, you'll have a carb goal, you'll have a fat goal. And that is structured for you, specifically for you. That might be different from somebody else in the program, right? So that is what makes it unique. And we change that and we can make tweaks to that up to a 5 to 10% range week to week based on how you're doing, how you're feeling, how your energy is, all those things. So yes, great question. And then somebody else asked, and they sent it to me in a text, which I'm just going to address here too, is is there different times to start if January 5th doesn't work for me? That's a great question. So I am running this group 8 weeks. So January 5th, and then there'll be another group not till March 5th. Okay, or the first Monday of March. And then that will be for 8 weeks. And that will be consecutive for every 2 months through the year. That said, there will be a men's group that I am running towards the end of January. January 20th, I believe, is the date. And that men's program, I'm taking 6 men into that program for 8 weeks, but it will be separate. Women are very different from men, especially when it comes to metabolism, hormones, all of that. So how I coach and how I structure the program is very different for women and men. But that's a great question, John. Thanks for asking. Let's see. Is there anything else? So if you have questions, you know where to find me. I believe I want to address one other thing is that I have been in health and fitness for over 15 years now. And it really started just me wanting to help my kids, a desire to help them learn how strength and conditioning worked and kind of match it from home. I've always been curious about that. It grew into boot camps for women and starting to move in fitness. And then as I've aged, what I've found is that nutrition is key to any type of fitness program that you have. In this program, nutrition is separate from fitness. So this is a nutrition program. That said, I am also a strength and conditioning coach. So I have many people that find me in both of those worlds and they cross over. There's a place and a space for you in both if that works for you. But many of you who are finding me in nutrition might already have a coach or might already have a program or a gym that you go to. That's awesome. That's great. And if you don't feel like this nutrition program means you have to find me in strength and conditioning. Great. If you do, I have lots of classes and lots of offerings, and I'd love to do that. Most of my classes are designed for women. They're 30 minutes in strength, and we meet live like 5 days a week. So it's awesome. Yeah, that's another great question. Thank you for asking it. Are vitamins and supplements addressed in this program? Yes, they are. I do not promote a brand. I do not sell you anything other than my program, my time, my effort as a coach. I inform you about what I think is out there and the research around supplements and vitamins and how they can help you. Again, I'm not a doctor, so I can only go so far with that, right? If your doctor is recommending that you take 1,000 milligrams of vitamin D every day, and that's a supplement that you're taking, then I want to support those goals, but I also want to teach you how you can find vitamin D in food, right? And so my goal here is to teach you what foods can really give you the vitamins, nutrients, micronutrients, minerals that your body needs to support that, to see that if you can use your biomarker, your assessment, your lab report from your doctor, how we could use that to when you go back next time to see what you've improved. I find in this program that most people have a lower cholesterol. They have better HDL and LDL reports. They have better markers for B12, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K, all the things that you may be lacking. I find that those numbers increase exponentially just with nutrition. And that's what we want to see, right? Because you want to be able to go back to your doctor and be like, I am eating so much better and I feel so much better. Do I need to be on these supplements? And your doctor might say, yes, let's see if this is long-term. Let's see if you really hold. Who knows? I mean, doctors can say a multitude of things, but what you want to do is feel like you can match that, right? And you understand how food can work to your advantage for vitamins and supplements. Yes, in week 4, we will fully discuss supplements and vitamins and minerals, not just in the structure of food, but how they can help you if you're feeling low energy in some of those areas or not able to get them from food, particularly when we travel. So if you're someone who is maybe here, there, and everywhere, whether you travel for work or you just are in your life where you're traveling more, or you're visiting grandkids, or you're here or you're there, or wherever you are in life, that's important. So, yeah. Okay. I think we're going to wrap it up here. I do want you to thank you for coming. And I want to thank you for the time and effort you've given today, and know that I am here to address any questions that you might have. So if you do, just let me know. You can find me and email me at jenny@jennyrappel.com. You can also either through email. Email is probably the best way right now. And I look forward to talking to you. My website has all of my program offerings. So if you decide you want to sign up for the program, I do have one spot left in each program right now for women starting on January 5th. So meaning I have a spot for the 12 p.m. Friday group, and I have a spot for the 6 p.m. Monday night group. That is stopping at 6 people. I'm open to opening it up to 8 if it's the right fit and it really feels like the right fit for you. I'm sure we can make that work. But I like that number because it allows me the ability to work with those clients individually as well. So, again, if you have any questions or any questions about signing up, let me know. I hope you'll join us. And if the time's not right now, that's fine. And I'm so thankful you were here today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Any questions, just let me know. Have a great day, everybody.